What is happening, faithful? It's y'all, your men here. Welcome to Platform 246, CMC and Picks. Let's get into it. You're going to see a whole lot of that. Welcome to Platform 246. Sons, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. My apologies, folks, if we're a little late. We just had, you never know in this internet world. Sometimes it's hard to get set up, but we're all here for you. We got sips, we got young children, we got a dad, and we got 49ers. And we have Christian motherfucking McCaffrey, if you heard Drake Jackson. So, sons, are we ready to get this minute for picks? Romelo, what's happening? John, what's happening? Let's say hello to our folks in the bit before we get into it. Thank you so much, Romelo. Oh, man, you're making me feel great. And I apologize again if it took a few minutes, folks, but we're here. That's all that matters, right? It's getting live. NFL Week 7 picks. So we're going to give you our picks for all the games this week. Sons, how's your week been? And folks, how's your week been? In the chat, faithful.
Mine's been pretty good so far.
Good.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Hoping we can get a win on Sunday, make it even better.
I had an
Are you?
outstanding week. Something
I'm
came in the mail. Something came in the mail for me this week. I'm gonna have it on display tomorrow. So, and if you're in the game, you're in the live. I'll be here.
Richard, what's up? How you doing? Well, welcome in. Thank you for stepping up onto the platform. Romelo says, "What's up to the brothers?" So my kids have had a great week. I've had a pretty decent week myself, and then us faithful. No disrespect to anybody else, but we've been jamming. Oh yes, we're jamming this week. We picked up Christian McCaffrey, and we couldn't be happier as 49er fans. So please hit that like button though. Share the video around if you get a chance to, so other people get a chance to say if they want to come in, if they like us, see how we look, how we sound, if we know anything about football at all. I hope again everybody just had a great week. Richard says that he's great. He's had a great week. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button again, folks. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We are on the push to 400 subscribers. We're trying to get there before Halloween. My children put that out about a month ago or so, or maybe 3 weeks ago, right at the top of this month, and I took the challenge. So salute to that. All right. So real quick, just thoughts. Christian McCaffrey, boys, are you excited? Do you think he's going to get into the game this weekend? We're going to talk about it a little bit more later on in the stream. But do you think he's going to get in the game?
I think there's a chance. Yeah, I think he is. I think he is for sure. I've been seeing online everywhere about the red zone packages or the small packages. He might get in on a third down or something like that. So I think he's gonna come in.
I agree. You should get in at least a little bit.
To be honest, I think that there's no chance in hell that Kyle Shanahan doesn't allow that man to get at least 5 snaps on the field tomorrow. He just 5 plays. That's literally just. It's not like he has to know, the verbiage as they say when they get in there and they just fucking call C1. Okay, they call the C1 play. They call the C3 play and the C4 play. It's really that simple. Get that man on the field at minimum in the red zone, Kyle. Handle it, Kyle. You have a weapon now. You have a real Swiss Army knife, or whatever the hell they tried to call Juice when we first got him. No. We have white chocolate now. We have white men can't jump. This is the real deal. And we have Richard McMillan, whose 34th birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday to you. Shout out to you. You're just a baby. You're just a youngin'. I remember back when I was 34. 34 running wild. 34 running wild. Kids, do you remember 34?
Yeah.
That'll be
Like it was
that'll be
yesterday.
that'll be for me. Not either one of you. So thank everybody for coming in. And we got a poll also. Do you think 5 to 10 plays? Are we going to get 5 plays for Christian McCaffrey? Are we going to get maybe 10 plays for Christian McCaffrey? Or is Kyle going to be running wild with Christian McCaffrey? I'm going for the latter. Let me know in the comments. Let us know at the poll what you think. And son, let's get to the picks. We got NFL Week 7. I think we know who some of us are going to be picking in at least one of the games, the game of the week this week. And ask your mom if you're not sure if it is, or ask Fox. It's the game of the week. Everybody knows that it is. It's a Super Bowl rematch, and we're gonna definitely get into that game in full. But let's start off with the early games, 10 a.m. tomorrow, the 10 a.m. slate. Who we got first?
First up, Browns at Ravens tomorrow. First game. Browns at Ravens.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Ravens this time. Uh, Browns aren't really doing too good. The Ravens, I believe, are pretty much just as injured as us, if not more. So, you know, they're still on the cuffs, but they're still doing good. Um, and I believe Lamar's in my fantasy team, so I think I started him this week. So I need him to do good.
Okay, what you think?
I got the Ravens too. Um, just because I feel like they need to bounce back. I'm not sure if they took a loss last week, but they haven't been so hot this season. So I think they really give it to the divisional opponent. Or are they a divisional opponent? Actually,
Yeah.
no, they're not. Oh, are they?
Oh, I think the Browns are. I
Browns,
think
Steelers.
the Browns and the Ravens are in the same division.
Are they? Well, either way, I still think they beat them this week tomorrow.
And I think we make that triple threat. I go for the Baltimore Ravens as well. Like you said, both of you, they need to bounce back. They haven't been doing so hot. Lamar is on your fantasy team, and I do expect him to get off against a Cleveland Browns defense that has not uh, been the same way it was last year, or look like it has a player like whatever that lineman is on the end of there out there in Cleveland. I can't think of him right now, but who cares? Because he's not better than Bosa. So uh, I expect Baltimore to take the W tomorrow too. Richmond Middle says, "Did we watch Smack? It was kind of different. I watched SmackDown. We need to start doing a wrestling live. Just talking about the week that was in wrestling. We might start doing that.
I
My
like that.
kids are busy. My kids are popping. My kids are busy. I'm an old man, so we try to find time. We're bringing you guys some content right now. We're glad to be here with you guys, but I could definitely see that coming soon, Richard. Just a live stream, maybe once a week on the week that was in wrestling, because we did watch SmackDown yesterday. Bray Wyatt is a genius, and we done caused him to follow the circle and go to the darkness. And now Bray Wyatt just does what the circle says. Sorry for y'all. The Vet 49 says, "Fuck KC. I hope CMC scores three TDs in the red zone tomorrow." Shout out to you, the Vet 49. Niner Ganger don't bang. It's going to happen. Kyle has 7 plays for him, 3 for touchdowns. I'll let you hear us. All right, let's get to the next game. So we got Baltimore so much, and thank you so much, the Vet, for dropping in and saying that. I agree with you. This is what I think of you, Patrick, and your brother, and your wife. Richard McMillan says, "What did I think of Bray Wyatt's return? What did you two think of Bray Wyatt's return? Let's break off real quick. What did you think of Bray Wyatt's return?"
I thought it was glorious. I feel like
Glorious.
everyone knew about it, and yet we were all still shocked. We all still had chills. We were all still crying. So I think Bray is amazing. Hunter, thank you for bringing him back.
Thank you, Hunter.
Yeah, can't wait to see where the story goes. I gotta watch SmackDown because I was out last night watching Black Adam, which was amazing, by the way. Um, yeah, so I gotta watch SmackDown. I know he had a promo. I saw like a bit of it on YouTube, but I don't want to spoil myself, so I got off of it. But so far, he's been pretty great.
Uh,
I love Bray.
yes, we don't want to give James any. I'm sorry, I don't want him getting any even screen passes. I'm pissed off that he threw a screen pass to Jeff Wilson for a touchdown. That didn't even count. That shouldn't even count it. So yes, Mariah, how you doing, Miss Mariah? Trey, did you want to give your thoughts on Wrestling or SmackDown? Or do you want to get to the next game?
Uh, I don't know. I was kind of out of it last SmackDown. I honestly can't even really remember what happened entirely during that one. Yeah. I don't even really remember what happened.
It's okay. You're a college student. That should be expected. Look who's in the building. The person responsible for all of us being here today, faithful and folks. If not for her for Jage, I wouldn't be here. And then, of course, my seeds, they wouldn't be here. My mother, Darlene Jackson, in the building. Much love to you, Mom. How are you? We love you. Hope you're good. It's crazy when your mom comes in your stream or gets on your social media, folks. You never know what you're gonna get. It's like Forrest Gump. Richard, first of all, we already know there's two things on the platform. There are no typos, and you do not have to apologize for cursing. You can pretty much say what the fuck you want, as long as you don't get out of control. So I do appreciate the respect, though. Thank you so much, sir. Let's get right to the next game. I'm sorry, brother. What was that? Oh, I'm on. I hear myself talking. Sorry. Let's go. Let's get to the next game.
Next game, we got Bucks at Panthers. Bucks at Panthers. Divisional game.
Much love, Mariah. Excellent content creator. Sorry, go ahead, son. I heard Bucks.
This is definitely it's Bucks versus Panthers. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a great game. A really, really close game. The Bucks totally aren't going to go in there and destroy the Panthers, especially now that they don't have CMC. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Bucks.
I mean, they're used to not having CMC on the field, so.
Well, that is true.
Ouch.
But there's a difference, though. There's a difference between knowing that he's on your team and now not having him on your team, even as moral support. So sucks to be that.
You always got the Bucks. Both, yeah. I think we're still keeping it all sons, all father, all seeds, all love, triple threat. I got the Bucks as well. I say Tom Brady and the Bucks, as the Vet 49 also says. Tom Brady and the Bucks get back fat against the Carolina Panthers and just further the tailspin that we put them in. Shout out to the Panthers for losing to us by 22, trading your best wide receiver, and trading to us for a steal, your overall best player and you're the face of your franchise. And again, my mother says she's good. I'm glad you're good, Mom. That's always the best thing I can hear. And she's loving this. I'm loving you in the stream. Hopefully you're safe. Next game.
Falcons at Bengals.
Falcons at Bengals.
Well, like I said last week, I haven't really watched any Falcons games, so I wouldn't be able to really give my opinion on that. But they did beat us last week. But then again, You can't really truly say that they beat us because our defense was mostly gone, so can't really give a real analysis on that. But I do.
But yeah, I agree. I think the Bucks are not the Bucks. The Bengals are going to beat them. They're probably going to beat them pretty bad too. At least I hope so.
I think you said so. Vet 49 got first of all a couple of comments. Remind me once again what the game was. My apologies. It's Bengals against who? Falcons. I'm gonna go. I think with the Bengals on that one. I think the Bengals had just a little bit more offense, and for whatever reason, maybe they play a little bit better against the running quarterback than we do as the Niners. Get that together, D'Amico. No one's been able to do it so far. Take the challenge. Get it together, D'Amico. You have a chance tomorrow. Stop the running quarterback, D'Amico. Vet 49 says, for all the shit people give CMC for injuries, he has never had a serious injury yet. Absolutely. You know your football. He has not. He has had a shoulder sprain, a knee sprain, an ankle sprain, a thigh sprain, literally. And he's missed 10 of his last 33 games. is what the numbers are that are going around the world that everybody's hearing. But I think he's a little bit more durable than people give him credit for. Vet again also picks the Bengals. All right, so far we are all 3 for 3 on our picks. We have Baltimore, we have the Buccaneers, and we have the Bengals. Triple B's. Who is next?
Detroit at Dallas. Dak Prescott's return as QB.
Oh, you said Detroit at
Mm,
Dallas?
Detroit at
Um,
Dallas.
yeah, I'm gonna give that to the Cowboys. They're doing pretty
Jay,
good right now. And it's the Lions. Even though the Lions are better than they were last year, I
yep.
believe. Um,
The
Record
return of
touchdown
Dak
rate.
Prescott.
right. I saw a lot of people saying Cooper Rush is better than Dak, though. Or that might have been people who weren't fans of the Cowboys. Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna say the Cowboys though.
I got the Cowboys here as well, just simply because the Lions are the Lions, and
I told you.
the Lions are the Lions. It's going to be hard for them to get any wins this season.
Yeah.
I try.
I think we stay clean all the way through. I have to agree. I think Dallas, if we get that up. The Vet 49 says Detroit. Detroit in the building. 8 Mile. Slim Shady. I got Dallas too, though. It's the return of Dak. I think that the Cowboys get a little bit of a jolt for him, even if he doesn't play that well, and their defense and their run game get all after the former Lambs quarterback, Matthew Stafford Jr. So next game,
Giants at
are you hearing me?
Jaguars.
You said Giants at
Oh,
where?
there we go.
Jaguars.
Okay. Well, the
Mm.
Giants are gonna win that one. They're on a streak right now as well. Didn't think that would happen this season. I don't think anybody saw this coming. And it's the Jaguars, so I think the Giants are gonna take this.
Giants really moving on to 6-1 after they beat the Jaguars. 6-1. But yeah, I got the Giants too. Jaguars are an easy opponent again this year.
Sometimes in football, we got to go with our head instead of our heart. My heart says at any time that the Cowboys play a game, I would like the stadium to implode, like in a Marvel movie. But that's not possible. So I think that they will beat Detroit. But Vet, I 100% agree with you. I
Yeah.
wish they would go 0-17 every season. Amen. In regards to this game, I think we're staying on the same track here. I think that uh, you guys picked the Jaguars?
Giants.
Giants. Nope. Vet, we're on different pages right now, Vet. We want you to keep giving them picks. So, and we want you to come back tomorrow, join the live stream. We will be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. 49ers Chiefs. Make sure you all are
The
here with us.
Giants.
We give them play by play. Yes, I got the Giants as well, son. All three of us, they're definitely my kids. We got the Giants, you got the Jags. So come tomorrow and be proven incorrect, unfortunately, Vet. I mean, probably if there's any issues with the stream, the damn internet. The internet is a mother. So let's see. Can we get to the next game, though, son? And hit our poll question, please. Also, how crazy is Kyle going? We're getting to that game.
Colts at Titans is the next game.
Colts at Titans. At AFC South game. Colts at Titans. Who we got?
Colts and Titans. I'm gonna go with the Titans. Don't have too much to say. Think it might be a really close game. But I'm gonna give the Titans the edge.
I would say Colts, but they're bad right now. They're bad. It's just a bad team. So
And it
guess I'll
sucks
say
this league.
Titans. I think that Derrick Henry he was off to a slow start, but he's turning it up a little bit lately. Definitely, like these past 2 weeks, I think he's been turning it up. So Derrick Henry, I think he should have a big game. I'm hoping
I'm
for
hoping
it.
he doesn't. Yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't have a big game because I'm facing against Lawrence
Fantasy
this
wise,
week in fantasy. Yeah, and Lawrence has Derrick Henry
of
in
course.
his game. So
Faithful, it's a shame that the world has come to be so enthralled with fantasy. Yes, we do have a triple threat man. Actually, it's a four-way because we have a robot fantasy league, my sons and myself. We do sometimes videos on that as well. So subscribe to the channel. Again, we're trying to get to 400 subscribers before Halloween. Don't make Michael Myers come, even though we saw him get squashed up. Sorry if it's a spoiler. Even though we saw him get fucked up like a son of a bitch, he's never dies. So we're trying to get 400 subscribers before Halloween, and I don't want to see him. I don't want him coming knocking on my door on the 31st. Okay, but again, we're going to be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. You see my son looking the heads at me, folks, as if it goes on his little rant. They've been dealing with it for like 18, 16 years respectively. They already know what it is. They just don't even listen. They just let half of it come out in their ears and not the other. So week 7 picks. Right now, I think the Giants do move into that 6-1 territory. That is astounding. I don't know how the hell that is any given Sunday though, right? So Giants go to 6-1 and beat Jags. What's the next game? Or no, I'm sorry, that was the last game. My fault. Now we're ahead. So to the Colts, and thank you to the vet for helping me remember that. So I think yes, the Colts are bad, as we all said. Earlier today, the Colts are bad than a son of a bee, and Matt Ryan has not been what they thought he was going to be. I think Derrick Henry helps out somebody's fantasy probably, and Ryan Tannehill still gets to be Ryan Tannehill, but being the home team, I go with Tennessee. Tennessee for the W.
Smart.
What's next on the docket? Smart. I know you're just like me.
me too, Richard.
Packers at
Me too, Richard. Just hang in, folks. Just stay on the platform. We're trying to take you to the picks. Just stay up on this bitch, okay? We all gonna get through it together. My internet is slow too, Richard. You see that, folks? Faithful. Go ahead, son. My apologies.
Packers at Commanders.
Well, I think
Packers have been going through it.
are probably they have, but I believe the Commanders are like one of the worst teams in the NFL currently. Along
If not
with the
the worst.
Broncos and the Bears.
True.
So I'd say I'll give it to the Packers. And you know, it's good to see. It's a good thing to see the Packers not doing so well.
Isn't it?
Losing Devontae
Isn't it
Adams
bright?
and what'd you say?
Isn't it bright in your day?
Yeah. And then them losing Devontae Adams and going to the Raiders, and then he also does that. You know.
Amen.
So,
Just grass is not
it's good
green.
to see.
Stupid is and stupid does.
Yeah.
You get to see what?
I said it's good to see.
That was good to see. I couldn't agree more. So who you got in the
I'm
game?
going with the Packers. The Packers.
Trey?
Packers as well. They will snap that 3-game losing streak. It's a bad team.
Jesus. They're on a 3-game losing streak. It's really that bad?
I didn't even know that.
I didn't even know that either. Well, I think I agree with the two of you. I so wish my sons would just pick against me a little bit. You know, even though I'm going last on every single pick.
Yeah, I was
have
just
to
gonna
say.
say you're the one going last, buddy.
I know you were because you're my child. I'm going to have to go with the Packers as well. I think that they get fat again. We'll talk about Bray Wyatt in a second. We might have to give that to you, Faithful and folks. It's not just the Faithful. You're also our folks. That's what you are in the regular world. If we're in the 90-game world, you're definitely our faithful. But if we're just talking everyday shit, if we're talking Monday and Friday, great shows in the evening, then you're our folks. And we might have to give that to y'all. We might have to start doing a wrestling live. I actually had a Niner live turn into a wrestling live the other day, and it got popping real quick. Okay, I didn't realize how many 49ers fans was also watching TV late Monday and Friday, and sometime maybe Wednesday nights. But Washington just put their quarterback on IR. Say it again. Oh, that's right. Since one of my sons,
Tuesday
my
nights.
Tuesday nights, of course, NXT 11, NXT out, and we do them all. And by the way, folks, we will be live streaming. I promise you that for Crown Jewel. Just as you just said a moment ago, Richard, I believe you've been in our wrestling stream, Richard. I'm getting old and I do smoke, and I'm trying to raise two young teenage sons. So that's all I think about. So I may have forgotten whether or not you've been in our wrestling streams, but we're going to be live streaming on Saturday, November something, first week of November for Crown Jewel. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, Logan Paul. It's going to be epic. We'll be there. And again, Washington did put the quarterback on IR. That may be a good thing for them. That actually may be a lift to the team. However, we're going to go with Packers still on this live stream on the platform. Next game, son.
Jets at Broncos.
Mother flipping Jets. What is up before you even get there, baby boy? What is up to Nick? Shout out to Nick. I've been up since very early. I was on Nick's live stream, Shank Club NFL, excellent 49er, lover and content creator. No disrespect to him at all, folks. I will not allow it. I still love him. He loves him some James. Okay? And I mean, he is a James backer. He's a James backpacker, but I still love me some Nick all the way in the UK. It's like the fucking middle of the night, I think, right now where you're at, Nick. So thank you for stopping in the stream. Hello. Who you got in the game, son? We're doing our picks now, Nick.
Who is it again?
I know. I'm
Jets
sorry,
at
son.
Broncos.
That's the Broncos. Right. So, a few moments ago, I said the Broncos are pretty terrible. So I'm gonna go with
Russell
the Jets.
Wilson will not be playing this game.
Oh yeah, Russell's out too. They sat him out for his leg or something like that.
That's unfortunate for him. I was just gonna trash talk Russell. I don't know if I'm gonna do that now since he's hurt or something. Actually, I will. It's good to see Russell doing bad too. Seems like everyone except the Cowboys are now all of our rivals except the Cowboys are just doing bad, which is pretty much the opposite of what's normally happening.
Just wait.
Yeah, I think they're gonna fall off too, or at least
Cowboys never make it far in the playoffs anyway.
Yeah,
So once
first round
playoff time
exits.
comes, once playoff
The
time
playoffs.
comes, they're going to Cowboys.
Exactly. But yeah, and the Jets actually have been doing good too this year. So I'm gonna go with the Jets. I believe they're doing good. I think they're like 4-2.
They are. Yeah, they're doing actually very well. You're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets.
I agree. I think Johnny will get his 5th cup of ice cream this week when the Jets
That's
take
true.
another win against the
Dad doesn't know what that is.
trash Broncos. I think he'll get more ice cream this week for the 5th time. Who would have thought? Hey, we were thinking he might get ice cream like 5 times this season. He on his 5th one in week 7 already. So
I saw people saying 2 times in 2 years.
yeah, Johnny eating good.
Well, whatever ice cream we're speaking about here, I feel like the kid that was left at the end of the lunch table just looking. Jets, Jets. We have not had one single pick go separate between myself and my seeds. You see that they came from me. So let's go. Let's just keep it rolling. Let's see if we go 100%. I might have one surprise on task for everybody. I might have a surprise pick. I mean,
Interesting.
Next game we got Texans at Raiders.
Oh, jeez. This is a tough one.
Texans at Raiders.
Both teams are doing bad right now.
It is.
They had the same record if the Texans didn't tie. They weren't beating Colts.
Jesus Christ. That's horrible.
They're both 1-5, right? Or 1-4?
Yeah,
or 1-3-1.
Yeah, Texans are 1-3-1. I think the Raiders they turn around. This might be their turnaround game. after they win this game, they might actually start. They might actually pick up some momentum. It's at home, so I think after this game, after they win this week, they get some momentum, change their record around a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I just saw recently had like an argument with a Raiders fan over the internet on Instagram. He seemed to be he said something like all of this just to have a worse record than the Raiders. It was on a Christian McCaffrey post. So, I had to tell him like, bro, you're 1-4 right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and say the Raiders.
Despite that, jackass, to see your son. We got Mr. Kia. What's happening, Mr. Kia? Everybody, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. McCaffrey, that motherfucking like button. That means don't miss the hole. Hit it. Okay. Oh, man. We got everybody dropping in. All my favorite people on the 49ers planet. What's happening to Mark from Always Faithful? My people, please hit that like button. Share the video around. Just doing our NFL picks. Yes, as Mr. Shakia said, sadly, and again, my son's just, following right with me, even though I'm picking last. We're going to go with the motherfucking Raiders. The Texans coming all the way from Texas to Nevada, having to go into the hostile crowd. Yeah, right. The hostile crowd of the Raiders. I think that they, get back on track. Carr to Devontae probably can get going up against Texans, and the Raiders get the W. But again, thank you to everybody who's coming in, all of the faithful, all the 49ers content creators, always faithful 24/7, an excellent 49ers content creator. So is Shan Club, NFL, who was in earlier. So please subscribe to their channels, hit their videos, like their videos, share their videos, and everybody be here tomorrow. We're going to be live streaming at 1 o'clock. My sons and I, 49ers Chiefs, and CMC. Who's next, Trey? Sit for everybody that's in the building, by the way. Sit for you.
Seahawks at Chargers.
Okay, another tough game. Teams that are not doing too well, but a quarterback that is doing pretty well. Mr. Geno Smith is completing about 72% of his passes right now. If you didn't know, put some respect on his name. Who you got in the game?
Chargers are doing well. They're 4-2 right now. I think they
4-2.
4-2. Okay, my fault. Thank you.
Seahawks tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you got the
I'm gonna say
Chargers.
the Chargers.
You got the Chargers. Who's at home?
Chargers.
Yeah, I go with the San Diego LA Superchargers for the win there. I think we're like 8 for 8 right now as far as picking games. Am I correct? Like, you guys have not picked anybody other than
games?
I don't know. It seems like more. Just like watching the two of you grow up. Keep evolving, by the way. As Mark said, I wanted to say that Messer Man says that on Twitter all the time. Follow him on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at Bam Bam LLD. Follow Shank Club NFL on Twitter. Get on Twitter. Twitter is a real place. And it's definitely a place with a faithful community. So, yeah, it's not just the internet. I see, some people look at me funny when I say that. That shit is real. It gets disgusting. What's the next game, son?
Dolphins at Steelers. Oh, no, sorry. Steelers at Dolphins.
In the reverse. Boom. Steelers at Dolphins. So we get Tua, the return of Tua. Am I correct? If I'm not mistaken, Tua's back in the building.
I'm not sure.
Shakia Joseph, by the way, believes the same. Okay, I think that Tua is. Herbert for the win. So it's just Chargers all across the platform. Appreciate that. I think Tua does come back this week, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. He's been trying to come back for at least since last week, and I believe he's cleared. So I do think Tua is returning. Knowing that, Damien, who do you got?
It's the Dolphins versus who?
Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. How are the Steelers doing? I don't hear anything about them.
That's why. Not good.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins with Tua returning, or with not, or without Tua I'm gonna say the Dolphins.
I think Kenny Pickett is also
Yep.
supposed to miss this game, so I'll pick the Dolphins as well.
And let's just keep it straight across the platform. I'm going with the Dolphins. I'm pretty sure Tua's back. Even if he wasn't, I would go with the Dolphins because I have no idea even who's starting that quarterback for the Steelers. And speaking of the Steelers, and once again, the person responsible for this platform, for platform 246, my mother, Darlene Jackson, says she hates Twitter. Mom, I hate Twitter too. I have to share our videos on there, and I've met some amazing people on there. But Twitter stinks. It can be a place of hell. People treat you the way that they would not treat you if they were face to face with you on Twitter. That should be the tagline underneath Twitter, where we treat you like we wouldn't treat you when I see you. And always faithful 24/7 says, "What's up to Shakia Joseph?" Yes, definitely. What's up to Miss Shakia? A definite diehard 49er fan. Should be going in on people if you talk shit about the 49ers, and she does not like James, so we like her. And of course, he also says, "What's up to Shan Club?" And by the way, to go back, this person right here, this person is from Pittsburgh. My mother is from Pittsburgh. She and her mother were originally Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I got a little bit of the Steelers in my heart, but they're going to lose this weekend. That's unfortunate. Thank you so much, Mark. And please subscribe to Mark's show. He has an excellent podcast for the 49ers, for the faithful. Mark is actually responsible for this hat that I'm wearing right now. So much love. Shout out to Mark. I will never forget Mark. Again, like I said, Mark is all the way across the country in New Jersey. So I've met some amazing people. My sons and I here on platform 246, and we appreciate and love all y'all. Son, next game.
Monday Night Football game. Bears at Patriots.
Bears
A
and
real
Patriots.
barn burner stinker. Yeah, Bears or Patriots.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I also said earlier, again, the Bears, Broncos, things of that nature, they suck. As of right now, so I don't think the Patriots are doing that well either. But I do think they're going to be better than the Bears.
I think the Patriots
What
are
say you?
okay this season. They're an okay team, and they're facing a bad team in the Bears. So I agree. I think the Bears dropped this game to the Patriots. They couldn't even. I don't even think they were able to beat the Commanders. So
Correct. I believe
the
you're correct.
Patriots.
Well, faithful, despite the fact, yes, we about to get into it. We about to get into it, Shakia. Niner ganger don't bang. But despite the game losing to Chicago in a monsoon, which we don't like to bring up or give credit where credit's due to Mother Nature for us losing that game, and you know who losing that game. But we're not going to get into that. I think that they stay on losing track. Who are they losing to on Monday Night Football? The Patriots and Zappy. Yeah, I think Zappy. Bill Belichick will not say whether or not young Mac Jones, who was Kyle's number one choice, is going to be starting over Zappy again, or if we're going to keep getting zapped. So either way, no matter which one of them starts the game, I think the Patriots get the win. We have not missed a game yet on the platform. We have all been on the same side of the platform for each one of our picks. Shakia says, hey, let's get this win. I think we're about to get into that, judging by where I'm at Monday Night Football. And Bears are trash, and they're on the road. So they're fucked. Trey, let's talk about a team that is not. Am I correct? What's the next game?
Kansas City Chiefs at 49ers.
Thank you. I was hoping you wasn't going to make me look stupid. You wasn't going to be right. Let's get into it. CMC is in the building. If you looked at that might have been backwards because that just came right off the dome. The want to do that. Shut up, son. Don't do it. Shut your mouth. CMC is in the motherfucking building, okay? With the correct hands, the correct fingers,
You froze
all that.
on the last one, so it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, faithful, you get a chance to see live and in the flesh how my sons
There
treat
you
me.
go.
I wonder how they got like this. But tomorrow we will be live 1 p.m. right here, platform 246. All three of us doing the same thing we're doing, hopefully with all of you, and then getting that play-by-play for the game. When number 23 gets in the game, Christian McCaffrey, did I say it right? Christian McCaffrey perform, gets into the game for the 49ers. You know Kyle has at least 5 plays in his back pocket that he's been waiting for that special Madden player. And yes, they have already traded Christian McCaffrey to the Niners on Madden. If you have not seen, check your local listings, check your PlayStations, or check down below because I did a video live stream with Christian running all over folks earlier today. So 49ers, Chiefs tomorrow. Christian McCaffrey's in the building. Check the poll. How many touchdowns did he score with 5 plays in the red zone? Maybe 10 plays, or is Kyle just going to go crazy with Christian? Son, Damien, what you think? Who gets the win tomorrow? What's going to happen? What's the keys to this game? Bears are trash on the
Um,
road, by the way. Remember that.
sorry. I believe we're getting Bosa back this week.
And
Church,
Which is
Trent
going to be a
Williams.
huge help.
I
Trent
think Trent
Williams too.
Williams too.
Amazing.
Church,
Which will help out a lot with the line, both sides of the ball. So for Christian McCaffrey, I think, and I don't know, I've been trying to debate this ever since I heard about him coming to the Niners, and for me, it came out of nowhere. I'm not really on Niners Twitter.
I am in this hell, son. It's hell.
Yeah, I
Hell.
know regular Twitter too. So, but so it came out of nowhere for me, and I have McCaffrey inside of my fantasy team.
Of course.
So I was going back and forth with myself, thinking about whether or not he was gonna play a lot or a little, as well as because if he does play a little, it'll most likely be in the red zone. I think we're all thinking that. I believe somebody said it over the course of the past few days. But if he does play in the red zone, will he get touchdowns? And so I think he's gonna get, I'll say, 1 touchdown, and then a couple of plays in the red zone, maybe some third down plays. And Kyle, he has to get better with the third down plays. I think last week we did terrible on the third down plays. You know, but it's going to be a tough game, I believe. We win, like I said, Bosa back, but that's still a lot of our defense missing. So who am I picking? I think I'm going to go with the Niners. I can't go against the Niners no matter what. So I'm going to go with the Niners this week with a tough game of, let's see, the score. I'm going to say 24-21. And it was a kick.
Diesel. Excellent, by the way. Excellent breakdown, Damien. Thank you for that, man. Excellent breakdown.
I'm gonna go 38-21 Niners.
Wow.
Madden style.
If we can
Madden.
even get into the red zone, I hear everybody saying we got Christian McCaffrey, and if we can, he's gonna be in the red zone, scoring, all that. We got to get in the red zone first. We suck in the second half. Period. We didn't score a single point in the second half against the Falcons. I think we did the same. That we didn't score a single point in the second half against the Bears. I think the same thing against the Broncos. Our second half is just horrible. It is just absolutely horrible. And we can't not score in the second half against the Chiefs and try to beat them. We can't score all our points in the first half and then expect to somehow beat the Chiefs without scoring in the second half. It's not going to happen. Not against Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. It's just not going to happen. So Kyle Shanahan needs to do something to turn it around, to fix our second half offense, because it's horrible. and there isn't really an excuse for it. I don't know why we suck in the second half. I really don't. I don't know how we can just get all these points in the first half and then not score in the second half. Did Now if I'm thinking back on it, I know that game ended in a pick six. Did we score in the second half on the offense against the Rams? Did we have 17 points going into halftime?
Yeah,
We had
Yeah.
17 points going into halftime. So
yeah,
then
we
the
scored in the
offense
second half, I believe.
on the pick six though, not the offense, right?
Mm.
The
I
only
think you're
score
correct.
was the pick six. So
It's
that's
been bad.
four of 6 games where our offense just has not produced at all in the second
And it was
half.
3 points in each of the other 2 games. 3 points exactly in the other 2 games. 3 points
So
each.
that's just it's horrible. 6 points in the second half on the year for our offense. It's just bad. That can't happen. Not against the Chiefs when they can probably score 21 in the second half against anybody. So if we want to win this game, we need to put up points first half and second half. We can't go a half without scoring. But I think if we can get in the red zone and we give Christian McCaffrey the ball, not only in the red zone, but also in the red zone, just give him the ball. Let's see what he can do. Like you said, we got like 7 plays of them, even if 4 of them are for red zone. Just give him the ball. See what he can do. I don't know
Give him
about
the
the
ball,
Chiefs
Kyle.
secondary. I don't know about their defense, their rush. I don't think it's been too great, but
It's not.
yeah, I do got the 49ers winning this one if they can manage to get points in the second half, which has been a struggle.
Excellently said. Another great breakdown. Let's get some of these comments going. I'm going to go back real quick before I give mine. Okay, so yes, let's get this win. Absolutely. We already seen these Bears are trash. Okay, boom. Yes, we got to stop Mahomes, period. That's what we've all been talking about. They can score 21 points on us in the second half in a blink of an eye, even if our defense is great, especially if the offense isn't producing and the defense has to stay on the field for a long time. They're going to start to give up points, a la the Super Bowl. Niners Twitter is mad toxic at times. Vet, you ain't said nothing but a word. You ain't never lied. It's not sometimes or at times. It's pretty much every second that you're on that bitch. Uh, it's toxic. There's somebody on there who is having a bad day and they want to bring you into it. Uh, Winning prediction by Mark, always faithful. Niners 31, Chiefs 26. Getting up there in the 30s again. I think we're all kind of getting a common theme here because the vet also says Kansas City's defense is ass cheeks. All we need is 2 stops. I add the ass for you. All we need is 2 stops, and I feel like we can win this game. I
One more
agree with
thing.
you. Yes, go ahead. Boom.
One more thing I want to add. It is on. So actually, you can read this. You can read this comment because it's on this comment.
Oh, we suck in the second half because Kyle likes to play not to lose because he has baby balls. When we have leads, when he should coach to win and step on their throat like Spawn. Go ahead, son. What?
So another thing, yeah, I agree with this completely. He in the Falcons game, he went away from the run. Jeff Wilson only got 7 carries. He went away from the run. Don't know why. We had a whole half left to play. He went away from the run, and I know everybody's always saying, "Oh, we always running screens," but that's what works. I don't know how many screens I saw him run. I know Ayuk caught was one screen for a touchdown. I didn't
You're
see
right.
any other screens after that. I know everybody's always saying we always run screens, but that's what works. And for some reason in the Falcons game, he went away from that. He stopped throwing screens. He had Jimmy throw deep down the field. Like I said, everybody complains because that's all we can run. But even when we run those plays, they work. They get us yards. We are killer on screenplays to anybody. Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, now Christian McCaffrey.
CMC.
We are just killer
Juice.
on the screen. So if we do what we do best, instead of trying to change it up, having Jimmy go 5 wide on 2nd and 3, we'll be fine. And we can actually win this game. We gotta do what we do. Kyle Shanahan needs to play aggressive against the Chiefs. They're going to be playing aggressive. They always play aggressive. They never play conservative. They don't ever play conservative. They don't ever try to get a lead and then stop the game. Try to end it as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Just throw 4 touchdowns to in the red zone. 4 touchdowns, but 20 receiving yards to Kelsey. They're always trying to score.
Right.
That's all they do.
That's all they try to do is score. They don't care how or whatever happens before. They do just try to score. That is actually very well said. Yes. And Always Faithful 24/7 says, I agree. Something has to change. Kyle needs to be aggressive. The offense needs to execute 100%. We do the screen game. If it's working, Kyle, stick with it. I don't understand. I've never seen a person who is so sometimesy, so iffy, so up and down, so who just can never make up his goddamn mind. Kyle, stick with it if it's working, sir. Stick with it. Run the screens. I think that he will in this game too. I think that, as we all are saying, I think that the faithful have never been more excited. I think since, at least me personally, I've been more excited since last March, April, whenever the draft was. Okay, of 2021, not 2022. Everybody's excited. All the faithful, all the 49 fans, all of us are all on the edge of our seat. We can't wait for 1 p.m. tomorrow against it. It's like the perfect game. He arrived. It's like white Jesus arrived in an airplane in his whole little fit. Right? We have him. We have our Oreo. We have it. Our inside out Oreo. I think we got it. White man can't jump. He's here. Okay. Christian McCaffrey is here. Kyle is salivating to get to this game tomorrow and get him some action. I think he gets at least 5 plays. Julian, what's up to Julian? Shout out to Julian. Thank you for stepping up onto the platform. I'm worried about Nick Bolton. I've never seen a linebacker who can sniff out a run like he can. Man, you just got a place in the seat forever. I don't even know who the hell that is, but you're dropping gems, sprinkling their knowledge, and I love that. Okay, so we got to watch whoever Nick Bolton is tomorrow, faithful. He is apparently Fred Warner of the Chiefs now. We don't just got to worry about Chris Jones and the like and all that. So Nick Bolton, Christian McCaffrey got a juke for you like I did in Madden today. You should have saw it, folks. Watch our stream down below.
I'm not sure if we get Mooney Washington back this week.
I don't know if Charvarius is coming back yet. He is questionable. Right now, Charvarius is questionable at last state by Kyle yesterday. Questionable for Charvarius.
Say on Twitter about the Chiefs, so if he can play, he should.
I'm sure Charvarius is trying his best. Mooney to get into this game tomorrow at home. The Chiefs coming to his new house after he moved out. He got divorced from his wife, and then she came over to pick up some of her stuff from his new house, and he wants to show that broad what's happening. So I'm sure he wants to get into the game. That's just, he's a man. He's a football player. And then we got the 49 says we got CMZ to help make this offense more explosive and hard to defend. Can y'all imagine, really, if they got a nice 6 plays? The Cow's been up for 3 days now with Debo and CMC both in the backfield. And then it's a quick pass from number 10. You know how quick his release is. A quick release. Woo! Woo! We got the play action, the action, the movement in the backfield. Debo and CMC, McCaffrey and Tyshawn Samuel, and then a quick pass to Charlie Warner over the middle. Man, so with this game, thoughts on this O-line? Bet is that we hope that the O-line gets better because of somebody behind them. That's my thoughts. Starting tomorrow. If you all haven't known this though, you can't say anything about Spencer Buford or Aaron Banks. You haven't called their name all year. They haven't been on 49ers toxic Twitter. They've been silent. If you don't know football, one thing I'll say about football quickly before we get here. Thank y'all so much for being with us tonight. It's been a great stream, great pick show, and going streamline it right into a goddamn 49ers win tomorrow. But if you don't hear their name, then they're not doing anything wrong. And I checked them out both yesterday again on Twitter. So follow us on Twitter at Bam Bam LLD. We appreciate all of you. I think that they haven't made any mistakes really. Spencer Buford has not given up a sack this season. It's verified. Like 100-some plus cover snaps. He has not given up a sack of James. And James is his quarterback. He has not pirouetted or tap danced or ballerinaed into a sack from Spencer Buford yet. this season. So I think that the line is doing good. I think the fact that we have Christian now is actually going to make them even better. One thing I noticed about Kyle, Julian says, and Andy is Kyle runs the same plays. Well, Andy runs. Yes, some stuff. Sons, I hope you two have seen the same thing. Kyle has 12 plays. Andy Reid has 1,200. I don't know. Kyle's 12 plays work if they get executed. As Mark always said earlier, we have to execute. If we execute, they work. They're usually just going to score a touchdown. But
and
That's because
to top onto that, Kyle Shanahan's 12 plays, they're not play to win plays. They're not aggressive. That's why whenever they're not plays that get you a big chunk of yards. They're screens and run plays. So that's why whenever we were down big, we lose. We just give it up. And if you're able to stuff out those 12 plays, you win. And we can't score like Denver.
Correct.
To be fair, KC does have a top tier quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. So Andy Reid is able to make those type of plays.
True that.
If we like with Trey, our options open up a lot more. That being said, Kyle didn't use those options. Only one extra play, QB draw, or option. So,
Kyle.
Speaking of Trey Lance, the 49er playbook in Madden has like 1,010,000 read option plays. Like every playbook has read option plays. And since Trey Lance is hurt, whenever I play against the 49ers, it's always Jimmy G. And because they have so many read option plays in this playbook, the computer sometimes it'll just pick a read option play. So the computer is constantly running read option plays with Jimmy Garoppolo because now that Trey Lance was our starting quarterback this season, our playbook changed. If you go back to last year's Madden, we didn't have a single, and I looked, we had maybe one option play, and it wasn't a read option. It was
I know you did.
Option play. There's like 1,000,000 read option plays, and the computer's always running it with Jimmy because those plays are in the playbook.
Imagine if we got a chance to see some of that tomorrow. Faithful. We got to see that tomorrow.
No read option tomorrow against the 49ers.
The read option.
No triple
A5. Thank you, Carl.
Next year, though.
They have given up 0 sacks, the vet says. 0. Next year, 2023, it will all be here. Please subscribe to the channel. We're on push to 400 subscribers. McCaffrey, that like button. Also, don't miss the hole. I'm trying to get it up. There it is. Don't miss the hole. McCaffrey, that like button, please. We're on our NFL Week 7 picks. I still have not picked, but I just wanted to throw the comments up. Thank you so much to everybody who's come through today. Every single 49ers content creator. McGlinchey and Brindle are the weakest spots on the O-line. The vet, your football. Yes, they're the only, even trucking T-Man, whatever his name is, not T-Man, J-Man, Jalen Moore, that is. Even he hasn't been as bad as McGlinchey and Brindle have been. Brindle got rid of James's best player of the season to Ayuk because of his sorriness. So, yes, shout out to you for knowing your football. I see that. And we would have more. He sucks. He stinks. Sorry, sir. I no disrespect to you.
Were bad. I know you guys were. Some of the Niner fans were talking about him last season, and I didn't see it much. Now, just looking at him this season, it's noticeable how really, really bad he is. It's noticeable. And now he's hurt. He was limping last game.
His technique is bad, and he's injured right now. He's a little bit injured right now. He has a little nagging injury. I don't know if I'm thinking he's set to play in the game, but he's slowed right now, and McGlinchey leads no slowing whatsoever. The vet says we would have more than 10 plays if we had a fucking quarterback that can make more throws. Amen. That is why I'm starting more and more to believe Kyle really. I'm hard on Kyle. I said Kyle should be called for put up on the jury stand or on the witness stand when he hurt Trey in his first game against Arizona last year. I got ripped apart for that, by the way, on this very same channel. Check that video out later. But Kyle can be an asshole. So, I mean, all of us are up and down on Kyle. But I have to be. Kyle is a genius because James throws to just one place. I saw the video today. They made this man is a mad scientist. In actuality, he is a genius. If he had anything, look what he did with Matt. Sorry, Ryan, when he was just at male peakness. Now, he's not a good athlete. When he was just at the peak of being a man, like in his early 30s, Matt Ryan was at his male peak and he was tall. And Kyle Shanahan went bananas and took them to the Super Bowl because he is a genius. He's just extremely. He took James to the Super Bowl. He's just extremely limited by James. But that's going to end soon, folks. He's not going to have just 10 plays because the quarterback can make all the throws that's now on our hospital team. And thank God the Chiefs didn't trade for Brian Burns yet. Yes, amen. Not at least not this weekend because we get to see James Swan, the Black Swan. We begin to see ballet for sure. So with that, he's not on the team. So I'm going to pick the 49ers. I think the 49ers actually win 31-28. I think the no field goes by the Chiefs because they only try to score touchdowns. But I think we get one extra. I think our defense is able to hold enough. And I think that the boost that CMC, I got it, Trey, that CMC brings to us, gives us a little. They said that every single player. Trent Williams said that his underwear got a little wet when Christian walked by. He had to control himself because he was on camera. Okay, he's a grown man and he's on camera, and Christian walked by him in the locker room and he had to compose himself. Okay, Drake Jackson went on and said, "No disrespect, we got us a white boy." That was the funniest shit that I've seen in about a week. Christian motherfucking McCaffrey. Christian, and let me let you know, folks, that was a live, real reaction between him and his lady, like all of us did when we said, wait, what? No, 5'10 of Glory is here? Yes, CMC is here. And I think he gives us the boost right on time. Yeah, shout out to Mark, trust the Shanna plan. He hasn't even had time to build it enough yet, Faithful. Wait till he really gets to build it. Wait till he sees what Christian can do. When he sees what Christian does to the linebackers just in this game in the red zone, when he gets to see it on tape.
Jimmy will play this game with a chip on their shoulder. I feel because I think Jimmy just goes out there. He just goes out there. So I think
he doesn't care about anything but his face. I really think he doesn't care about much but his face. And I said on Twitter yesterday, the only person in 4,900 DeBartolo way that is not happy about this transition and transaction is James, because now he no longer gets to be lame and he has no more excuses. Damien, did you want to give some last words?
Yeah, I was gonna say, this game.
I know, I saw it.
It's crazy. This is probably the toughest challenge we've had all year, and yet it seems like the whole team is ready to go. Even the fans, we're all very hopeful this game. More hopeful than we've been in a while. So thank you, CMC. And
amen.
Because if we didn't get CMC this week, everybody would
be scared of shit. We wouldn't be happy. We wouldn't be excited. We'd be playing all of our streams.
Down, coming off of a loss, going right to face the Chiefs. CMC done saved all our spirits this week.
Yep. So, thank you to John and Kyle for making that move as well.
John and Kyle, swing for the fences, my dudes. Swing for the fences. Thank you to John and Kyle. Thank you for CMC. Those three Caucasians have just lifted the spirits of everyone in Santa Clara, and we now officially have the widest backfield in the NFL, and I could not be more proud. James, Juice, and CMC. Thank you, Damien. Excellently said. Yes, lifted all of our spirits. Thank you to Christian. His name is Christian. What? Trey, what are your final thoughts? Hashtag no excuses. No excuses, James.
Let's get a run game. Hopefully we can establish a run game, run all over the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Faithful, I personally think that just having Christian here tomorrow, seeing that pretty 23 in our 1994, and folks, remember, we are going to be live streaming the game, all three of us, and hopefully all of you. If you're not doing your own streams, we got a lot of those folks in here, and much love to all of you. Much love to every single person that stopped by accidentally. Otherwise, if you just fell in this bitch today or fell onto the platform, hopefully you didn't get up and walk off. You stayed on and watched with us a little bit. Thank you. We're on the way to 400 subscribers. The 49ers getting this win. We're going to be here at 1 o'clock tomorrow, live for the game. And everybody's excited. The faithful excited. And as Trey just said, let's just get a run game. Even if it's not with Christian, if you put Christian in the back and run Juice, I guarantee you Juice is going to get 12. Like, no bullshit. If you put Christian in the backfield and you run the ball with a fullback wham, Christian's getting 12. I mean, Juice is getting 12. Okay, it's going to be loose. I mean that sincerely. Just the threat of Christian in the game, I think, is going to just open up everything for us, including for James. All his passes right over the middle of the field, because those linebackers are going to be looking for short 5'10", light white lightning. I believe that.
I hope he's not using him with some trickery. Like, let's not have.
Yeah, no, let's not. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm saying I don't want him to do no trickery. Have CMC miss the whole drive. We get in the red zone. We're on a 3-yard line. Bring in Christian McCaffrey, and then suddenly Jimmy G drops back, and Christian McCaffrey blocks him. So just to fool everybody, make everybody think he's getting the ball, and then Jimmy drops back. Just give him the ball. Let him run.
If we get to listen, Kyle, listen to my son. Listen to my children, Kyle. If you get to the 3-yard line, we don't need any decoys. We don't need a quarterback draw or a Brady or attempt to pass to Kittle, because you want George to be happy, because he and the more stars and good players that come on his team, the two people that are least happy about it are George and James, and we don't give a damn. You both can go. Poof, boom, out of here. We don't give a damn. Okay? You both can go. So give the ball to Christian if you get at the 3-yard line. Don't get too much in your bag or too much in your head. Just give it to the one that everybody knows that needs to get the ball. Don't Pete Carroll yourself out of the game tomorrow. Kia says, let's see if porn star Jimmy can get it together. I would say don't get your hopes up unless Kiara Maria is in the stands right behind the goal line. Darlene Jackson says, that's my mom and their grandmother. Good job, guys. We are amazing. You shot me out, Mom, and then I helped to get them out. So we love you, and thank you. You have something to do with it. Thank you so much. CMC gets to wear the same uniform as his dad. We have parents here chilling and stuff. Yes, Christian is going to wear the same uniform tomorrow. Folks, it's fate. It's destiny. We're going up against the Chiefs. They beat our ass in the Super Bowl. Had all of us sitting here like this. Wherever you were at, they had you in the doldrums. Well, we got the Chiefs the day White Jesus comes and arrives in Santa Clara 2 days before the game, wearing the same uniforms that his dad wore. And the last time we won that game, where the Chiefs beat us in, like it's the circle. Life is a circle. And tomorrow we're gonna score a touchdown with the oblong circle with the football. A whole lot of them. Thank you. Great show. Just because you were here as well, Mark, I sincerely appreciate that. And, of course, because my sons were here. So, for every faithful, thank y'all. Again, we're going to be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 49ers. It's the game of the week. Everybody gets to see it. I don't have to struggle with trying to watch it in other means and still stream. Nobody's going to not to get to see Christian wear that 23 tomorrow. And hopefully all of y'all are here with us on platform 246. And to my sons, I love you. Thank you so much. You're excellent. You make me good at this. You make me good at this. So I appreciate you. Not surprised. Everybody, thank y'all so much for watching. Niner gang or don't bang. See? Do it. Trey, get in. Do them. Trey, do it. Damien, you already know. Do it. There. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all be safe. See y'all tomorrow.